Hey, it's Josephine from the Pointe Shop. I'm in Orange County, California, in our beautiful showroom in Southern California. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Bloch Heritage pointe shoes. Now, this is one of the most popular pointe shoes that have been on the market since Bloch came out with the Heritage. And I'm going to talk about a couple different things about the shoe that I really like and also the things that I don't like about them. So the Bloch Heritage is a pretty versatile shoe. It was a slightly tapered shoe from the European Balance. So the European Balance has a wider platform. This has a slightly smaller platform, but it's not too small that you'll have trouble balancing on them. So it's like a nice size. And if you look at the cut of the shoe, it is a V cut, so it is prettier. It really shows off the line of your leg. So it really is a prettier line, I think so. So if you look at the line of the shoe, you'll see that it looks like a medium vamp, but if I fold the fabric in, it's actually quite short. So this is one of the shorter vamps that you have on the market. And the benefit of that is that if you're having trouble getting over onto your pointe shoes and pushing past the vamp, then it is easier for you to have a shorter vamp so that it's easier to roll through and it's easier for you to push over to the top of the platform. It also helps a lot if you have really short toes and if you have trouble rolling through most pointe shoes because of the vamp. There is a way to cut the vamp if you have a pointe shoe that you really like, that you have a longer vamp for, but if you want to try a new brand altogether, the Heritage is a pretty good place to start. Now the shank of the pointe shoe is probably a medium shank. It does come in two different shank strengths. You can get the regular and you can get the strong. Now the strong is really, really hard. So be prepared to break in your pointe shoes if you're ordering the strong. But if you love the shoe but you think it's a little bit too soft, you can also try the strong as well. Now the pointe shoes in general is very pretty, and it does have a really pretty line when you go up on pointe. It's not as loud as some of the shoes that are on the market today, so I really like that. The only thing that I don't really like about the shoe is this heel cap. Now if you look at the shape of the heel, it does protrude out a bit. It was created this way, the cushion of the heel, so that it would maintain that nice streamlined look, but I think a lot of times on stage it looks like it's protruding out on the heel unless it's fitted very, very tight. For me, I think that it cuts the line of the feet a little bit and then it makes it a little bit like a chin. So I just don't like that as much. But it does grip onto your heel quite well, so I don't have too many problems with dancers having issues with the heel slipping off with this particular shoe. So the inside of the shoe has the regular canvas lining, so it's pretty standard, and it has a cotton drawstring that you don't really need to pull very much, so I generally like a elastic drawstring a little bit better, but the cotton drawstring doesn't bother me too much in the shoe because if it's fitted well, you don't have to pull it that hard anyway. If you look at the inside of the pointe shoe, there is a little cushion at the end of the platform, and that's to help you feel a little bit more comfortable. That was why it was designed that way. I personally think that you don't really need it. So if you hate the feeling of that little cushion at the very end, you can rip it out if you don't like it very much. It is meant to be like almost a little built-in toe pad, but I think because the gel is so dense that it sometimes pushes back at you, so it might be a little bit uncomfortable for certain people. But if you really like that feel, that's great for you too. But you do have that option of keeping it in there or ripping it out. Just make sure that after you rip out, you take off all of the foam, because if you have if you have like the jaggedy edge at the platform, then you can jet glue and then possibly it can turn into blades. So you definitely want to clean it out completely if you are removing it, because it is glued on there. Overall, this shoe is a really beautiful shoe. It's one of the most popular shoes on the market today, and it is pretty comfortable to wear and dance in. And if you wanted to try something different, I would say it's a pretty safe shoe to try. If you would like to try the Bloch Heritage or any other pointe shoe, then you can make an appointment with us at thepointeshop.com. And if you have any more questions or if you want me to do a pointe shoe review, please leave that on the comments.